Hello, in today's video, I would like to show you how you can create your own Azure AKS with log analytics. So the first thing you need to do is to create your new architecture. And for today's session, we will start from scratch. Then you need to select your cloud provider. It will be Azure. The first resource for this new architecture will be location. We simply need to drag and drop it here. We will modify the location name here. We will keep it as East US for the region. Then we need to add a resource group in the location. We will modify the name as well. It will be RG this one, and then we will add as a name a variable. As you can see, everything that I'm doing on my diagram will be automatically reflected on my code. So here I will make the location bigger and the resource group as well to add more resources into this. Then I need to add a Kubernetes cluster in my resource group. The first power of BrainBoard is that it's able to detect all interaction between resources. So now the Kubernetes cluster is included in the resource group and in the location. Here I will modify it. So it will be this one. As you can see, as the cluster is now included in the region, so it has been already pre-filled, and the same thing for resource group name. For the name, it will be cluster name. I will look for DNS prefix. It will be a variable here, so I can apply. Then we can modify the name here. So instead of Azure M, it will be BrainBoard Kubernetes cluster. Then we can add a workspace. We are looking for it. And log analytics workspace will be this one. Here we will modify this parameter with the resource name will be BrainBoard. The name will be log analytics workspace. The SKU will be the variable here. Advanced configuration with the good tags is all right, so we can keep it like that. We will modify the name workspace. Then now we will add solution. We will modify its configuration as well, so it will be like that. The solution name will be container inside. The workspace name will be this one, and the workspace and resource ID. Then the product will be publisher Microsoft. So I believe it's all right. Now I will make it like here. I will modify the name to keep it as solution. Then now we will create the connectors. Here we can modify it so it will be OMS agent logs. I will do the same for from solution to workspace, and we will name it workspace underscore resource underscore ID. We will create another one, another connector. Here it will be workspace name. If you don't like it, then you can actually undo the action. And let's say, for example, that you would like to make it like that. Here, workspace name. If you would like to add the connectors, you can hide it. If you like to hide the titles, then you can hide as well. Then now we will create the variables. So we have cluster name, we will modify it. Cluster name will be architecture, a type will be a string. Then it as test. Update. Here DNS prefix. DNS prefix needs to be changed as well. It will be a string. And the default will be this. Log analytic workspace SKU will be a string. Then the default will be here, and the description then the RG name will be modified as well. It will be a string. The default will be G. And now we need to create other variables agent count. It will be a number and default 3. And we need to create a client ID uClient ID. Then client secret secret will be architecture, so default will be uSecret ID. If you want, you can add it as, for example, sensitive as well to hide it. Then the cluster name will be modified. It needs to be created. Cluster name, then string, then default will be this. And I need to create the other log analytics workspace. So I will start with underscore location. It will be a string. Then the default will be east US, and the description will be this one. Then I need to create another one. This time it will be name. The default will be this, and it will be a string. So I have the three log variables. Then I need to look for cluster name has been created and modified. The DNS, yes, I need to create the DNS. So DNS underscore prefix, it will be a string, and the default will be this one. And variable is already taken, so DNS, meaning you already created, so you don't need to create it again, of course. And so I can modify it by including location. Location will be a string and the default will be central US. So what I like about Brainboard is that actually it's like my personal assistant. Everything that I'm doing, Brainboard is able to detect and to help me correct my actions. Then RG, and I think, so we have agent count, we have client ID, we have client secret, we have the cluster name, we have the DNS prefix, we have the location, we have the free log analytics workspace, we have the RG name, and yes, we need another one. And the default will be that. So now we have 11 variables. So I actually showed you how you could create your own variables. And now I will show you how you can deploy this architecture. To do this, you simply need to go to deploy, then to action, do a plan. This will actually generate the Terraform init and acquire the state lock. Everything is green, so it's basically telling you that you will be able to apply it. As Brainboard is a collaborative solution, if one of your colleagues wants to do an apply while there is a plan, then Brainboard will actually detect that there is an ongoing action, and then you need to stop the action before you can actually you need to stop the plan before you can actually do the apply. So we will do it. And then you will be able to deploy your new architecture infrastructure in your Azure account. Let's say now that, for example, you would like to do a pull request, simply need to go to settings and then either choose Azure DevOps, GitHub, or GitLab. Here, we will choose GitHub, and then you can do a pull request if you want. Here we will call it use case. Brainboard will actually give you the link to the pull request with the name and all the files that have been modified. So I hope this video has been useful for you, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Have a great day.